Precious was holding the strange panties and looking at me. Bright, this is not my panties, so whose is it? I can explain. I was at home one day when I got a text from my neighbor and best friend. He typed, "Busted. Please cover me plus." The text didn't make sense. Then I heard a loud knock on my door. I opened it to see him and his girlfriend, Joy, standing there. She was holding a pair of panties and fuming with anger. "Bright, is this yours?" she asked. Ignoring my greeting, I looked at him and he was blinking rapidly. She continued, "Bright, don't look at Femi, answer me. Is this yours?" Yes, it's mine," I stammered. She heaved a sigh of relief, looked at Femi, rolled her eyes, then turned back to me. "Bright, so you're cheating on Precious?" I was speechless. "And in my boyfriend's house." Men, eh? With all due respect, please, if you want to do your dirty business, kindly do it in your own house. Don't corrupt my man for me, I beg you. I'm highly disappointed in you. She threw the panties at me, hissed the longest hiss I'd ever heard, and started walking back to her boyfriend's house. "Thank you. My guy. I'll explain later," Femi mouthed and ran after her as she screamed his name. I went back inside with the strange panties, laughing. I tossed them on the couch and settled in to watch Netflix and chill. A few minutes later, there was another knock on my door. I assumed it was Femi, back to explain and collect his panties. Instead, it was Precious, my girlfriend. I hugged and kissed her, and she sat down. I went to get her favorite drink from the fridge. When I came back, Precious was holding the strange panties and looking at me. "Bright, this is not my panties, so whose is it? I can explain. It's not mine. It's Femi's," I said quickly. "Really? You think I'm a fool? I swear, baby, it's not mine. I'm telling you the truth." She carried the panties and we went to Femi's place together. When we knocked, Femi and Joy opened the door. "Precious," asked Femi, "is this yours?" Tears started dropping from my eyes, while my girlfriend and Joy called them crocodile tears. That's how Precious dumped the panties on me and then dumped me, leaving me in tears. I went home shocked and single. A few hours later, Femi came over. I almost jumped on him, but he prostrated and begged me. He even came with beer, pizza, and his PES5. "Right, I'm so sorry, but what did you expect me to do? Besides, Joy is my fiancée, but Precious is just a girlfriend." "No vex a beg, I promise to make it up to you," he said on his knees. I finally forgave him after he left his PES5 with me, and things went back to normal. A few months later, I needed to travel for a work trip. Usually, if one of us is traveling, we leave our keys with the other person in case of an emergency. I left my keys with Femi and traveled. The trip was supposed to be for 3 days, but after the first day, we were asked to come back. I returned late the next day and used my spare keys to enter because I didn't want to wake Femi. As soon as I entered my house, I heard loud moans coming from my bedroom. I laughed and shook my head. I quietly dropped my things and sat in the living room, waiting for Femi to finish so he could give me his keys. A few minutes later, my bedroom door opened and a girl came out stark naked. As soon as she saw me, she screamed. I was about to apologize, but I froze. The naked girl looked so much like, oh my gosh, it's actually Precious. My ex, Precious. She stopped screaming, looked at me, and said quietly, "Bright? Precious?" I said in shock. Femi ran out naked, and as soon as he saw me, he ran back inside my bedroom and locked the door. I have called his fiancée. Tonight, the drama is about to start. Something huge is about to happen. Subscribe to Stories Corner for more amazing real experience stories.